In LabVIEW, a case structure works similarly to an if-else or switch statement in other programming languages. You can insert a case structure from the functions palette under structures. It can contain multiple cases, which are stacked in the block diagram, but only one case executes at a time. The case selector label allows you to view a specific case, while the selector terminal determines which case runs. When the terminal's value matches a case label, that case executes. If no match exists, the default case runs. You can manage cases using the shortcut menu by right-clicking the case structure boundary. Options include removing the case structure, that is, keeping only the current case's code, adding cases after or before the current one, duplicating a case for similar logic, or deleting a case. A default case is typically required. If the selector value doesn't match any label, the default case executes. Without a default case, the VI won't run unless the selector is Boolean and both true and false cases exist. You can also set the current case as the default. The selector terminal supports various data types. For Boolean values, the structure behaves like an if statement. You can wire an error cluster to the selector where no error maps to one case and error to another. Integer and string selectors allow multiple cases. Strings are case-sensitive, and a default case is mandatory. Enums are ideal because they pair readable strings with efficient integers. Avoid floating-point selectors. They're coerced to 32-bit integers. Inputs wired to tunnels are available in all cases, but output tunnels must be wired in every case. Otherwise, the VI becomes non-executable. To prevent broken run buttons, you can enable Use default value if unwired on tunnels, though this is discouraged as default values may cause logic errors. Let's walk through a case structure demo. Start by creating a new VI and arrange both windows side by side. Begin with the block diagram and insert a case structure by right-clicking on block diagram, navigating to structures, and selecting case structure. The structure includes a case label and a case selector. You can connect various data types to the selector, such as Boolean, error cluster, integer, string, or enum. Put the following controls on the front panel: a Boolean control, an error 3D control from the data container, an integer control of I32 representation, a string, and an enum with the items of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Select all terminals, right-click and uncheck View as icon. Align them to the left. Wire the Boolean terminal to the selector. This creates two cases. Only one is visible at a time, and you can add code within each case. Next, switch the Boolean control to the error 3D control. When wired to the case selector, the case structure changes. The green border indicates the no error case, and the pink border represents the error case. The selector uses the error cluster's status value. Next, switch the error 3D control to the numeric control. When wired to the case selector, the case structure updates with cases for 0 and 1, where 0 is the default. You can add or delete cases via the shortcut menu by right-clicking the boundary of the case structure or set any case as the default. Here, we add a case after the current case. It is case 2. Now we delete case 2. Finally, we set case 1 as the default case. Next, switch the integer control to the string control. When wired to the case selector, matching must case sensitive. Here the case labels become the characters 0 and 1. This option is not recommended. Instead, using the enum. Finally, switch the string control to the enum control. When wired to the case selector, the case labels will take the string values of the enum. Add a third case to match all enum value. In each case, Enter the string constant of the same value as the case label and connect it to the case structure border to create an output tunnel. Make sure that all output tunnels are wired to avoid broken run buttons. To make the output more readable, use concatenate strings to combine the string constant today is and the string from the output tunnel. Right-click the output of the concatenate strings function and create an indicator. Rename it as message. Select terminals other than enum and delete them. Relocate the enum terminal. Add a while loop with a stop control to include the case structure. Right-click the conditional terminal and create the stop control. Right-click the stop terminal to uncheck view as icon. Also add a wait function of 200 millisecond delay in the loop. Run the VI. Changing the enum selection updates the displayed sentence dynamically. Click Stop button to stop the VI. Save the VI as cased VI. This concludes the demo.